The Prophet ﷺ stated in a hadith, you shall surely follow the ways of those who came before you, handspan by handspan, cubit length by cubit length, such that if one of them enters a lizard's hole, you too will enter them. You too will enter into it. So they said to the Prophet ﷺ, do you intend the Jews and the Christians? He said, who else? This narration, my brothers, my sisters, my sons and my daughters, this narration perfectly illustrates the state of those who follow the crowd in celebration of Christmas. Because it involves following them blindly, without any thought, without thinking about Islam. They just imitate without thinking. They're doing this, we'll do it. It looks good, it looks nice, it looks glittery, it looks decorative. The lights are shining. Why not? Except for the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish them. And Allah has threatened to punish them. Is Islam not sufficient for you as an identity and a heritage and a practice, ya ikhwan? Are these verses not enough for you to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with respect to your children and your families? Does it not give you pause for thought how your children in state schools, how they are being taught and what ideas are that they are being indoctrinated and brainwashed with? Yet you send them every morning. They spend more time in those institutions than they do with their own mum and dad. Didn't you have that ever cross your mind? Children who can be easily affected, indoctrinated and brainwashed. From the early age, you're sending them into a school 6, 7, 8 hours a day. They come back home and spend an hour with you. And then they're up to bed doing their homework. Then it happens the next day, then the next day, throughout the year. Then you come back 8 years later and you ask the question, I don't know what happened, akhi. I sent him to Quran school every day. MashaAllah. What happened was you happened. You intervened and corrupted them. Because you never paid attention. You never thought to yourself, what effect is 8 hours in a non-Muslim institution that teaches the values of the kuffar and the ideologies of the kuffar? What effect is that going to have upon my child? You didn't think from an early age, from the age of 6 to 18, you didn't think to yourself that something might be wrong here? The Permanent Committee of Scholars, Sheikh Abdul-Aziz bin Baz, and the scholars with him, Al-Lajnatu Da'ima, they stated that it is not permitted for the Muslim to eat, even eat that which was prepared by the Jews and Christians and the idol worshippers, that was prepared specifically for their days of festivities. And it is not permitted for the Muslims to accept a gift from them in celebration of those festivities, because that contains honoring and cooperating with them in making apparent their religious symbols and furthering and promoting their innovations and partaking in the happiness of their festivals. That includes what? Shirk and kufr and sin and fornication and adultery and transgression against Allah. That's what it entails. And then he said, and this may ultimately lead to to taking on those festivals as our festival. Al-Allama Ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah, he said, if they congratulate us during their celebrations, if they greet you during those celebrations, then we do not respond to that, because it is not our celebration. And it is a celebration that Allah is not pleased with. That is because either it is a celebration that they have innovated into their religion, or it is one that is legislated in their religion but was abrogated with the coming of Islam and with the sending of the Prophet that was sent to the whole of mankind. And it was regarding this that Allah said, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا, in the ayah, that whoever seeks a religion other than Islam, then it will never be accepted from him. And in the hereafter, they will be with the losers. Because you want their religion and you want aspects of their religion. And you want to celebrate the customs of their religion. So you desire a religion other than Islam. So the more that you practice the non-Islamic religion, the more you are exposed to the anger of Allah. Then Ibn Uthaymeen, he finished by saying, therefore to participate or to accept an invitation from them at Christmas is forbidden, because to participate with them is more severe than even congratulating them by saying Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or Happy New Year. So as a piece of advice to you and to myself and to my children, so when a situation arises where you are greeted with Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, then your response is simple: good day. And then say, as for Christmas, then it is not my religious festival because I'm a Muslim. And if they say, what are you talking about? Then tell them that in my religion, we don't celebrate Christmas, nor do we practice it, nor do we believe in its roots. That's my religion. That's my faith. And this festival of yours is invented. It has no basis in religion. It's just an excuse to get drunk and fornicate and dance and waste money. That's what it is. If you want to they say, no, it's an excuse to get together with our mom. You say, you can get together with your mom every day of the year. Just one day you want to get together with your mother? Every day you can visit her, which is what you should be doing anyway. So at this time of year, my brothers and sisters, keep some of those leaflets in your pocket or in your bag or in your car. So when that situation arises, say, this is my position. This is what we as Muslims, that we believe. But we do not compromise. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakumullahu khair. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.